All right. Great morning, everybody. How we feeling? How we doing? What's going on? Drop it in the chat for me really quick. How y'all feeling this morning? I hope y'all are having an amazing start to your morning. And if you're not, it's okay because it's about to get good. It's about to get good out in these streets. Y'all, welcome to our very first wealth breakthrough call of the week. I am so excited to see you guys. I hope you guys are feeling good. Awesome, Bridget. I love to see it. I love to see it. But y'all, we're going to jump right into this bad boy. Because when I tell you, you guys are in for a treat, you are in for a treat because the person I'm about to bring up, first and foremost, ladies, hold your edges. Gentlemen, make sure your hairline stay intact because he like to snatch a few every once in a while, okay? But it's all good because he will revive you afterwards. This gentleman is a beast when it comes to strategy. He is a beast when it comes to building you up, but also giving it to you real. All right. So without further ado, for our very first wealth breakthrough call, I have the honor, the privilege, the pleasure of bringing up the one, the only, Mr. Words Taylor. Great morning, good sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Let me in here. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? All right, put it in the type in the chat. All right, just one word that describes how you feeling today. Just give me one word, man. Good morning. I'm excited. Great. Great is all right. Great. Give me another word besides great. All right. Grateful. Okay, I see you. Monday. Monday is a beautiful day. All right. Monday is excited, motivated. You know what I've before I get into optimistic, I like that. Favored. Come on, yeah. Oh, come on, words. Come on now. Come on now. All right. I just decided a few years ago, when somebody asked me this, maybe a couple weeks, because a couple weeks ago was my birthday, and they were like, what'd you do? What'd you do for your birthday? I said, I just chilled with the family. We went out to dinner and that was about it. Did you ain't celebrate? I said, when you live the life I live right now, when you live a certain type of lifestyle, I don't have to set aside time to celebrate. My life is a celebration. I literally live a life of celebration where I am able to go where I want, when I want, for however long I want. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just saying there is a mindset shift that happened in me first in order to be able to get to this point. There was a shift that happened that allowed me to see, like, you know what? This is how I want to live my life, and this is how I'm going to do it. So I'm Wes Taylor. I'm excited to be on this call all week, 5 days, right? I want to tell you, as I saw that Paris, she opened up one of her accounts. You know why I love working with Paris? It's because she is not a regurgitator. She is not someone that is like, hey, I learned something and I don't really do it, but I'm going to teach people how they could potentially be successful from it. No, Paris is doing the thing. She showed you, if you all look at the dates, last week was $800. The week before that was $1,500. The week before that was $1,000. The week before that was $800. So, like, literally trading, and this girl was able to retire herself doing the trading, the thing that you're going to learn all week. So, what my job is to get you to move out of your own way and make sure that you see this as a huge opportunity to learn and make sure you're already prepared to be the type of person you want to be that wins. That's my job. All right, let me show you all something, and then we'll dig in. I want y'all to see this real quick. All right, this is what I mean by shifting. All right, hold on. This what I mean when I say shift. When you all see this is on the left. This is me at a 464 pounds. That's that's me allowing the world to dictate how I should live my life. 464 pounds, that's me allowing the world to say what I should eat, what is fun, what is not fun, when I can move, and when I can go out. That is me not having discipline. That is me not caring about myself nor setting goals for myself. But there was a shift. The shift said, in shifting, I learned that one, I wasn't getting approved for life insurance for my family. And I'm the type of person that I don't ever want to be a burden to anybody. So when I kept getting disapproved, when they kept not approving me for life insurance, I said, there has to be a shift because I will not die a burden to my family. This is important to me. I will not die a burden to my family. And what I learned that right now, you may not be overweight, but there are habits that you have that will become a burden to your family when you're no longer here. There is a thinking that you have that you are pushing off on the people around you that will become a burden to them if you do not change. It will be a burden. There is a level of fear that you have that you're passing off that will become a burden to your family if you do not shift it right now. There's a level of insecurity that you are pushing off that will become a burden to your family if you do not shift right now. So these people weren't approving me, and I looked at it and I was like, oh, what they're saying to me is that I'm a high risk and I'm not going to be able to insure you because you're about to die. So in that moment, I just want y'all to see this. Y'all can see now my skin is different. My skin is different. All of those things, right? The way I eat, the way I move, everything is different. All right. I don't have my hair anymore, but still, okay. Everything shift. You know what I decided? I said, you know what? From this point on, I'm gonna live my life like a 250-pound man. I raised, I raised the bar and I made decisions from the goal. What does that mean? I now, at 464 pounds, I said, I'm going to live like a 250-pound man. That means the goal now guided my decisions. Oh, okay. So are you gonna eat McDonald's? No, because the 250-pound man that I want to be doesn't eat McDonald's. I haven't had fast food in years. I stopped drinking pop. I stopped going to Burger King and the gas station and all of those things. And the only thing I started drinking was water. I started moving. I started to define, what does this 250-pound man look like? And then the next thing I said is, all right, how much money does this 250-pound man make? So I got a chance to define how I wanted to live. And the only thing I had to do every single day was make decisions from that man. So I became the person I desire to be. You will understand the world will give you based off of who you are. If you're a person that is always fearful, the world will give you fear. If you're somebody that is insecure, the world will give you insecure. All right? I'm from Chicago. Yeah, we still say pop out here. We still say pop. I know New Orleans, they say, what do they say, cold drink? You say cold, y'all say the cold drink, cold. Y'all, cause y'all got a little something on it. The cold drink. Yeah, baby. Yeah, the cold drink. Yeah. Over east, y'all say soda. Soda. Yo, don't touch my soda. But what you have to understand is I decided, and you know what else I decided? I said I want to have a seven-figure business. And I don't want to work for anybody else. So at that point, what I decided was I wrote down, listen to me, y'all. There is power in the word. in the words you speak. Life and death cannot share the same tongue. You cannot speak life over yourself and death and think you're going to progress in life. It does not happen that way. Bitter and sweet cannot share space. Light and darkness cannot share space. This is what you have to understand. So if you say, I want to quit my job and transition to this, you must now live as the person that has already done that. So when I say this, I said, I want to have my own business and that be the sole thing that provides for my family. Hear me. I said this in 2016. This is what I want for my family. I've been married 16 years, 3 kids, and I said I will have a business that fully supports my family solely. And what I had to understand is I had to make decisions from that place. What does a full-time business owner look like? How much money is needed? How do they make decisions? Because they don't make fearful decisions. What is their risk tolerance? All of these had to be defined. So with me, I am person, and not now, don't get me wrong, I don't like writing, but for this, I had to write it out. I had to define what does this version of me do? You want to quit your job, but what does that person do to quit their job? How do they spend their days when they do? Or how much money is needed in order to quit your job? How much should be in your savings? How much should be invested? Like we set goals and don't even have a path to them. You want to win, but you hold on to the things that make you lose. I wanted to lose weight, but listen, I wanted to win and getting this weight off, but I was holding on to the things that kept me from it. I can't say I want to lose weight and help my family, and then I'm still eating fast food. It does not work like that. So once I defined it, and I said, all right, from now on, this this 250-pound man is a full-time business owner. He moves 6 days a week, meaning there's movement 6 days a week, whether I'm walking at the gym or on his Peloton. He moves 6 days a week, right? This does not do this, does not eat after 7 p.m., does not go participate in any type of soda or pop or cold drink or any of those things. He drinks water, fruit and veggies at every meal. I define what time I wake up. Like I understood who I wanted to be and I defined it. And guess what? I started living like that. I want y'all to understand something. I didn't try to lose weight. Lost over 100 pounds now. I did not try to lose weight. I became a 250-pound man and the weight started falling off. I need you all to catch what I'm saying. I became 250 here. And the result of me doing that and making those decisions was that I lost weight. I wasn't trying to quit my job. I became a business owner and I started making business decisions. 2018, I left the job because it was getting in the way of me running my business. 2019, my wife, February 2019, my wife left her job because it was getting in the way of me running our business. And now one business supports a family of 5, and my grandmother stays with us as well as we have 5 people on our team that also has families. One business supports that. Not because I was attempting to leave my job, but because I became a business owner. And therefore, that governed my decisions. There's a shift even in that. You want to be the type of person that leaves their job, become the person that does it. Become that person now. And the byproduct of you becoming that person, it is so. You will walk into being this person. The result of being that person will come. So when you hear Paris tell her story, I know one part of it is she says like, I said I'm going to retire. This girl, listen, she's going to tell you. This girl decided I'm going to retire this date on this year, and then reverse engineered and said, here's the plan. She became a trader. So what I'm telling you all today is, in order for you to get whatever you want out of this week, you must become, if you're not here to actually become a trader and you're still looking for, okay, I'm just looking for another way to bring in some extra income. That is small thinking. Because you bringing in extra income does what? It keeps you exactly where you are. You're thinking survival. And the only way to win is to get this thing right here out of survival mode. You cannot be in survival mode and be in big thinking mode at the same time. You cannot be surviving and thriving at the same time. It does not work like that. You are participating into things that contradict one another. If you are going to go in, you must go. So today you have to decide, hey, no, I'm not doing this to make extra income. I'm doing this because I am going to become a trader. I am a trader now. And the byproduct of me being a trader is what? You define that. The byproduct of you becoming a trader is that me becoming a trader, I will be able to leave my job. Me becoming a trader means that I will be able to live life how on my own terms, how I choose to. I will be able to put money aside. I can start a. This girl has a trading account for different things because you'll hear in her story she retired her mom, so she has trading accounts for different things. When you become a trader and this becomes a skill set and you become a master at it, you understand how to create money, so therefore, now she has different assignments for different accounts. That's what happens when you become a trader. So when you become a trader, you get to define then, what does this look like for you? What is the byproduct of you being a trader now? Y'all have that defined before you come to the call tonight. What is the byproduct that you're looking for you in order, if you define yourself as a trader? That's the only thing I think of. I've done launches for some of the biggest influencers that you all probably were. I've been behind the scenes on some of the biggest launches ever, leading those launches. Eric Thomas, Him 500, David Shands, CJ Quinney, Rochelle T. Parks, Terica Lynn Smith, Tiffany Haynes. Like I'm been Justin Phillips, growing some of the biggest companies out there, right? And I remember seeing a comment when I was doing a launch for Eric Thomas. We've done several launches together, and somebody said, "Oh man, you're working with Eric Thomas. You're winning now." I said, "Yo, no disrespect to E, but I've been winning. I've been winning. Me working with E is just a byproduct of me winning. There's a difference. We're only working together right now because I was already winning. This is just the natural progression of me winning. I've been winning. And even when I wasn't making the money I wanted to make, I was winning. Why? Because I set a goal for myself and I did it. That's winning. I told myself I was going to wake up at 5 a.m., 4 a.m., and I did it. That's winning. Before I walk out the door, I'm getting 10 wins. I told myself, yo, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to do Bible study. My kids do not eat. We don't eat cereal. They don't have cereal and donuts and all that for breakfast. Because I shifted my life, I also shifted theirs. We literally cook them a hot breakfast every single morning. Every single meal, they have fruits and veggies. Every single morning. We don't bring low vibrational stuff in the house. We set that and we did it. We've been winning. We've been winning. The things that you see happen is just a byproduct of that. That's what we have to understand. When you there's going to be time when you stop doing certain things and because you said this is how I want to live my life and you're going to do those things and you're going to start the progress a process of winning. And winning now creates other winning opportunities. The biggest thing I can tell you all, one is for me is the power of words. How do I understand the words are so powerful? Because I delight myself in God and His word, and I understand that the more I delight myself in Him, and I make it about God. Guess what happens? The things that I desire delight themselves in me. They, hey, they come after me. My money comes after me, and I'm not saying this as like I'm telling you, I have 7 clients right now. Percentages, my income comes from percentages from companies that I am partnered with. I have never gotten on a closing call with any of these people. They seek me out. They sought me out. They sought me out while I was seeking God. Because you know why? Because I don't operate in hopes and wishes. That's survival mode thinking. I don't operate in, man, what if this happened? Oh, this would be God. I operate in commands. This will happen. This is going to happen. I will do this. Because I know that I have the power to speak on things that be not as though they were. So I say that it will be. I tell this world what will happen, not by my own power, but God's power. I understand that if I delight in Him, then these things shall delight in me. I literally, I have passed the part of my life where I am chasing money. I I am at the part of my life where I am saying no to things. Where ideas, I don't care if you like, man, this idea can make us $5 million this year. Man, I appreciate you thinking about me. I'm gonna pass it this time. In survival mode, you just everything that comes to you, like, oh man, ooh, this is another opportunity. Ooh, I don't want to miss out on this. I don't want to miss out on this. But you don't understand what is for you. I had to focus on this is what God showed me. This is where I desire to be. And when I moved in that and I put both hands on that, I won. When I moved on that and I put both hands on that, some of you all, yes, you will have your job, but I'm telling you, your goal should be right now. If you're on this call and you're saying, you know what, I'm going to be a trader. At that point, you have a decision to make. Are you still going to listen to me? You're going to have your job, cool, but there are some side things you're doing. Are you still going to continue to do that, or are you going to be a trader? This is what I had to. This is what I had to decide. My guy told me, and I'm wrapping up. My guy told me because I had a contract with the school district. I used to live in Des Moines, Iowa, and I was with the school district for 3 years. And he was like, "Yo, so when you quitting?" I'm like, "Why would I quit this job? I got it, man. Why would I quit this? I got just space. I can kind of move how I want to, and all of those things. I got freedom. I don't have to report to anybody necessarily. I can go to the office when I want." And he was like, "Man, you just got a long leash, bro." I said, oh, that's good. Because what I learned is that my goal was, how do I keep this job and my side things and pursue this big thing that I wanted, this goal, this business that I wanted. The reason why I was thinking in that way, it was out of fear and insecurity. What if I lose with this? I want to still have all of these things. But what I learned is that if I go all in on me, I've never lost. I am one. Listen, all in on me, I'm 1,000 and oh. I'm Mayweather out here. All in on me, I've never lost. All in on me. Why? Why? Because when I'm all in on me, I won't let myself lose. And I'm not a winner because I've never taken a loss. I'm a winner because I don't accept losing as my fate. I don't accept it. So again, like I told you all, my thing was, this is who I became. I became a business owner, and I said, this is who I am. However, this job is what I'm doing to put money on the table, and I didn't do anything outside of that. This is who I am right here, and I did this thing in such a way that this job became, it was in a way. The job was like, okay. So I allowed this goal to dictate when the job would leave. But I had to focus on this. I couldn't have three or four other things. And I guess some of the thinking is, man, well, I got all these great ideas. God blessed me with all these great ideas. Yes, but he also blessed you with discernment to understand, and intelligence to understand that you are one person and you cannot pursue multiple ideas at one time. You can't. There is 7 businesses that I'm a partner in. I have a team to help me do that. And the moment I want to do it by myself, understand that my mind can't go to all 7 of you all at the same time. That it can't go to all 7 of you. And then when you start a business, you're going to understand there are going to be barriers in that business. You have to solve those problems. Imagine having 3 things that you're working on and you're trying to solve 3 different problems in 3 different bit. It does not. That's why we don't win. So I'm challenging you on it. If you were a trader, I saw somebody say I'm a profitable trader. Amen. Like if you are a profitable trader, for now on, from today on, you are whatever you are at your job. That's what you do. That's not who you are. But from today on, you are now a profitable trader, and you're going to indulge in this skill set. When I met Paris 2 years ago, and I saw what she was doing, I literally, she has all of us now trading. My assistant, right, saw Paris' stuff, and my assistant was like, "Words, have you looked at this?" I'm like, "No, I ain't really tapped in just yet." And she told me, "I just sold my car." I said, hold on now. Wait a minute. She said, "I sold my car so I can now invest into this. I am now a trader." I said, my goodness. So that made me start paying attention. I'm like, "You gonna sell your car?" Shoot. So when I saw that, I looked at it. Now she has all of us, straight. I'm looking at this like, dang, because my brother, my mother, all them hit me up all the time for money. I'm like, oh, you know what? Y'all are gonna be traders now. Y'all come over here and y'all gonna dig in. This is how much I believe in this. It is the only thing. Well, think about this, where once you build up a trading account that will should pay you every single month, then even if you die, guess what? It is built up so that your family can still benefit. your family is still able to benefit. This is the one thing where you don't have to clock in order for it to create income for you. That's a different type of lifestyle. And I understand that you all talk about it and you desire it. Well, now it's available to you. So you have to decide, is this something that you desire, or is it something that you've put as a far dream that it will be nice to have? That's survival level thinking. Thrivers say, this is now, the time is here, the opportunity is here. I'm going all in on me. There's a difference. There's a difference. For those of you that got the VIP and you can ask questions, right? Ask your questions. Make sure you have clarity. Make sure you understand. For those that have not, I think the VIP is what, like $49 or something. Spend the $40 or whatever whatever it is. Spend it to get the VIP so you can now ask questions, gain clarity on your homework and all that. It's worth it. It makes sense to me if I'm gonna do it. So what I learned, and this is the last, what I've learned is that, because I was in this process as well when I was building the business, I was like, I'm about to try to build $1 million business, but I want all the free stuff. It's like this is crazy thinking for me. Wait a minute, you going wait? I'm trying to build a six figure, or at the time I was just trying to do six figure. I'm trying to build a six-figure business. You gonna charge me to help me? This is my thinking. You're gonna charge me to help me make money? No, I want you to help me make money for free. I understood differently. All right, that was the part in my maturity. I was like, now this is real talk, y'all. Now I told there was somebody that was pitching me because I want to get a different place in my business, and I was like, yeah, I'm trying to get to 8 figures. I want to at least get to $10 million plus. And they was like, yeah, no, I can help you with that. It's gonna be about my program or whatever is like 2 grand. It's like, nah, this ain't it, fam. That ain't it. It's not it. It's not it. Nah, this ain't for me. I look for the investment. Why? Because I understand that it's going to come back to me. But I know that ain't no way. That's like you telling me this is a Bentley and it's $500. Like, what's wrong with it then? What's wrong with this Bentley right here? $500 ain't never. That's crazy. So then, as I found a different coach, my man said it's gonna be $54,000, and this is right when this is probably my second year. We had just made 600 grand that year, and he said I probably had about 150 liquid in my account at the time. He said he want $54,000. Now that made me sit back, and I was like, oh, okay, okay, um, yeah. And he said, well, you told me you wanted to make this much. I said, that's true. He was like, so if we hit the goal that you desired, will you be mad that you paid me 54,000? I said, I definitely won't. Do you believe you can hit the goal? I said yes out of my mouth, but I was like, no. In my head, I was like, no, I don't believe it. That's why I want to give you the $54,000. Because I truly don't believe what I say I wanted. There's the difference. So I pay because of that. I paid the $54,000. And I paid it because I needed to force a level of belief on me. I needed to force it. I knew what I had was good, but I ain't believe it because nobody in my family had ever done it. No, I've never seen it before. So now why I gotta be the first one to take the risk? That's the part. I gotta be the first one to take the risk, and then everybody's staring at me while I'm taking the risk. Ooh, is he going? Let me see. See, I knew he was going. That's what. That's why I don't take those risks now because they're waiting. They're waiting to be like, see, that's why I don't do that. That's why I don't do that. So now when I pay the money, I have to go all in. It forces me because I know everybody else is looking. The family is looking. The people that are like, no, I wouldn't have did it. And then now we look at 2025 and they're like, see, I always knew you was going, no, you ain't know. Stop that. Stop that. You better stop. But I made the investment and I won big from it because I understood the fact that if I invest into me, it's going to force me to show up for myself. The first part of your investment is time. You all are committed to the time. The second part of your investment right now is a simple $49 to get on the VIP. Start the process of investing into yourself and your business. Think how a trader would think. Think how a person that runs their life will think. That's how you need to think. We just did. I literally just came off sabbatical. I was going 6 weeks. I went to Chicago for a week. I went to Kansas City for a week. I went to Miami for a week. And then I spent the rest of the time with my family in Puerto Rico. We're going. Business, able to run itself, make decisions. That is the life I live because, and I didn't, I'm now, this is the byproduct of me living this way before I had it. This is the byproduct of me living this way before I had the money to. I see you, Puerto Rico. All right. So we're going to have a great time all week. I'm excited that you all are here. I appreciate being able to serve you all in this way and pour into you this morning. Tomorrow we're gonna dig in. I got an entire message for you all going into tomorrow all the way up into Friday. I can't wait to you all hear um, Parish's story tonight and we start digging in. And I promise you all, if you stay all 5 days, the simplicity of how she breaks this down is going to be mind-boggling and it's going to ruin your belief because you're not going to believe it. But sometimes in our mind, we make simple stuff hard. You're gonna be like, no, it can't be this simple. I promise you, in your head, you're going to say, ain't no way. Ain't no way it's this simple. Ain't no way. And you're gonna find a way to make it hard. I would challenge you not to do that. Keep simple things simple. We have enough hard things in our life. Keep the things that are simple, simple. Salute to y'all. Y'all have a phenomenal day.
Woo! Y'all, y'all. I told y'all he snatches edges and hairlines, okay? He snatches edges and hairlines. Drop some fire and some love in the chat for Words Taylor Words. We greatly appreciate you and everything that you brought to us this morning to get not just our day started, but our week. Y'all, it's day one. It is day one. Look, words just reminded you before anything shows up in your life, you have to mentally become that person first. All right. So I want to see you in the chat, whether you're here on Zoom or on YouTube. I am a traitor. I am a traitor. Come on, I need to see it in the chat real quick. I am a traitor. I'm a profitable trader. That's what I like to see. I am a trader. I am a profitable trader. That's what I'm talking about. The only difference between you guys and the account that Paris showed us yesterday is that she made a decision and she became that person in her mind that allowed her to retire at 24. That's the only difference. So make your decision today. Become that person mentally. And if you are watching from YouTube right now, you're not in Zoom with us, I'm gonna need you to upgrade. It's time to upgrade to VIP. It's time to take that and invest into yourself. So the team is dropping that link in the chat for you right now because today is day one and we getting it rocking this evening. All right. Sheila said upgrade. All right. Upgrade. Pay to be in the room. All right. So I love y'all. I hope y'all have an amazing, wonderful, spectacular day because we started off amazing. And I will see you guys this evening at 7 p.m. Do not be late. See, now Paris got me pointing at y'all. Do not be late.